Well, we kind of knew this moment was coming because we haven't got any real new updates on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. But the news came out earlier today that it is in fact being delayed until 2023. Hey everybody, I am Robert Storms. Welcome back to the channel once again. As always, if you're finding me for the very first time, please do me a favor, smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys can stay up to date on all future content here on the channel. So earlier today, we got up to the news. This is coming from IGN that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is being delayed until 2023. No specific reason was stated on why the delay was given, other than the producer just coming out saying that we wanted to give the best experience and something special. The entire development team is working diligently on the game, so please just wait a little longer. That is his exact words. Like I said, no specific reason on why the game is being delayed, other than the fact that they want to kind of give us the best, absolute best experience that they can. And this was no surprise to me. I kind of figured this game was going to be delayed because we just haven't heard any news on it. And if this game was going to be released, we were going to start to hear some stuff because we're almost at the halfway point of the year now. And a lot of these big AAA games from Nintendo were starting to get like release dates and confirmed, and we just haven't heard anything from it. Plus, with this game, we want to get the best possible experience that we can. The one thing that I always admired about Nintendo was that they never rushed production on stuff. Like Metroid Prime 4, Bayonetta 3, you know, those games, any other studio probably would have released them by now. Whether they were 100% playable or not, they would have released them and just patched them later. Nintendo is really notorious for if we're not happy with the game and we don't think this game is a good experience for the player and the consumer, we're going to delay the game. That way we can get the best possible game out to the consumer, because they do not want to ship a broken game. Nintendo has no problem stopping production, restarting, and delaying games in order to get the best possible game that they can on release date. And I admire that. I wish more and more studios would do that, because when you look at games today, right, like Cyberpunk 2077, whatever Cyberpunk's the name of that game, whatever that is, right? When you look at games that come out, and you see the studios release these half-ass games, and they're like, well, we'll just fix it in a patch later. Like Master Chief Collection was broken for like 2 years before they finally got that working. Cyberpunk, the same thing. You know, so many studios just release it and like, we'll release it now, make a quick buck, and then we'll patch it later. We kind of ran into the same problem with the Grand Theft Auto Definitive Trilogy a few months back. The one thing I love about Nintendo is they have no problem waiting, because they want to have a great reputation, and I like that about Nintendo. Right? Whenever they release something like a Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild 1 or any of their streamlined games or AAA first party titles, they make sure that it's like whether you like the game or not, like it is playing the best. It's not buggy. It's not glitchy. It's playable. Whether you enjoy the game or not, it's 100% playable. And more often than not, Nintendo really just knocks it out of the park with all their first-party games. So the delay is a little bit of a downer, to be honest with you. I'm just like, oh man, it's a downer. It's a downer. But at the same time, I'm happy with it, because I know that Nintendo is going to give us an excellent Zelda game when it comes out. I have no problem waiting for a game when I know it's going to be an awesome game when it comes out, that I know I'm going to have a great experience playing this game. So I'm okay with the 2023 delay. We still, like, if you look at Sony, we still haven't heard anything about God of War. They're saying it's coming out in 2022. Is that release date on God of War still going to happen? Is that going to be pushed back to 2023? If it is released in 2022, is it going to come out with all kinds of problems? See, this is sort of the thing that goes on. So I am more than happy to wait on Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 as long as I get a great game when that game releases. But that's just my thoughts on it, guys. I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. Smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys can stay up to date on all future content here on the channel. And until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.